Most stress comes from inappropriately managed commitments that we either make or accept. Every new commitment, big or small, becomes an open loop that requires our attention. And even those that are not consciously stressed out, so to speak, still stand to benefit from greater relaxation, better focus, and increased productive motivation if they learn how to more effectively manage the open loops of their lives. You've probably made many more commitments than you realize, and every one of them, big or small, if they're not in a trusted system outside of your head, you're forced to manage them with a less than conscious part of you, a sort of background buzz that, of course, creates stress and distractibility. Consider how many things you feel even the smallest amount of responsibility to change, to finish, to handle. As long as those remain stuck in the inbox of your head, you'll be experiencing more stress, more forgetfulness, and less focus than you could enjoy with a trusted system in place. The solution, according to David Allen, author of Getting Things Done, sort of a Bible in the productivity space, but also a lot of proponents of various software tools like Todoist and others, is a systematic collection process for capturing all of the new open loops that are coming into your world outside of your head, some system in place outside of your head. In order to deal effectively with the stream of open loops coming into your world and into your consciousness, this is the first step: to identify, to collect, and to house them strategically. This may seem like a simple thing to do, but in practice, most people don't know how to do it in a consistent and effective way. Different people use different methods for this collection phase of the workflow process. Your head is the worst option, and probably one of the most common, because it's just the default. Paper works for some people, and as I've alluded to in some of my previous videos, I have a sort of hybrid here. But paper lacks the scalability and the versatility of software. Computers have revolutionized everything, as I don't need to tell you, and they have a lot of advantages over paper in this respect. Most software tools, however, like Todoist, ClickUp, Asana, there's a few others, they give you a productivity system that's sort of already in place. It has structures and assumptions that come in the package, and you're sort of expected to learn how to manage your tasks and projects using those structures and assumptions already in place, which again, works for some people. But Notion, which has only been around for about 10 years, it came out in 2016, has quickly grown into a major player in the industry and a favorite, the tool of choice among many young professionals, because despite it being software, it's not a prepackaged set of structures and assumptions given to you, granted unto you. It's designed instead to be extremely customizable, which can make it a little harder to get started with, but once you get the hang of it, which takes not that long, you can think of it like a Lego playground, where you're given the tools to design your own life customization, life management, and productivity systems, which I think, and a lot of other people think, is incredible because of course every one of us is an individual. We're persons with unique situations and circumstances and goals and preferences, and any software solution that is already prepackaged with its own set of structures and assumptions designed by the developers, who are also people with their own, again, assumptions and preferences, are going to be baked into that tool, and you're forced to conform to it. Notion takes a step back and instead gives you the power to create modules and blocks and databases, one of the things we're going to be talking about in a little bit more detail here in just a second. There are three main reasons why I think Notion is the perfect tool among the many that are out there to capture the new open loops that are coming into your world. Number one, databases. Notion gives you the power of databases, which are like the perfect home for storing virtually any kind of thing that you're required or interested in managing. A task is a kind of thing. A project is a kind of thing. Books, recipes, online courses, contacts. Databases enable you to store and organize the dates, the statuses, key details, any relevant information that is related to the various kinds of things that you're responsible for managing, whether those things be physical things, digital things, imagined things like goals, and house them in an organized fashion in one place. The second reason that I believe Notion is the perfect tool for this collection phase of the workflow process is that it enables you to collect and organize not just tasks and projects like a software like Asana or Todoist might do. Whereas Todoist is very task heavy, task oriented, and Evernote is very note heavy, enabling you to capture and organize notes and information. Notion gives you both. It enables you the power to capture and organize not just your tasks and projects, but also notes relevant to those tasks and projects, or notes separate from them and relevant to something else. Done correctly, you can house the right notes in the right places to be seen at the right times, relevant to the task at hand throughout your entire system. And finally, and this is my favorite one, Notion is very mobile friendly with respect to this question of collecting the new open loops that come into your life. You can create a Notion widget on your home screen that you can access different pages in your Notion system from. And then inside those pages, or by creating a dashboard if you choose to design it like that, you can have buttons set up to automatically create new records in respective databases for the different kinds of things that come into your life. A new task comes up, you quickly capture it using Notion. You come across an idea for a new book that you'd like to purchase/read. I myself have the rate at which books open loops in the form of books that I'd like to purchase or read coming into my world is far faster than the rate at which I'm able to actually process and read all of them. Hopefully I'll be able to tackle that side of the equation more this year. That'd be awesome. But having a place to house them neatly and strategically to maximize productivity, but also to minimize stress and the stress that comes from trying to remember all of that and stay on top of all of those open loops is extremely helpful. Now, this is not the whole story. I've focused on the collection phase of the workflow process in this video. which, by the way, has been a lot of the content of this video has been inspired from Getting Things Done by David Allen, which is kind of like a Bible in the productivity space. But the collection phase is the first step. Systematizing that phase is the first step to designing an incredibly high level life management and productivity system, which I believe the best tool for doing so is Notion.